Start from the beginning.
Introducing Helena Ryan with her fourth speech of today.
It's all Greek to me. Usually that means it's too hard or confusing for someone. But it's all Greek to me because I am Greek. Whoopa! So come along this morning with me as I tempt you with some devilish, some delightful, and delicious traditions of my big, fat Greek family. I was baptized Eleni Sophia Theolii in the big, fat Greek cathedral. Now, that is a very important day in the life of a Greek, because that is the day that you get your first communion. Yes, as a baby, you get to be pronounced as a blessing and dedicated to your Father above, and you get your first cross, which you wear continually for the rest of your life, supposedly. But at the age of 10, I was showering, and my cross went down the drain. Oh. I ran out into the living room screaming. And I was also naked. My father was desperate, and he ran into the bedroom, and he got the cross that he was supposed to give my mother for Christmas. I've been wearing it for almost 50 years.
Wow.
It's a tradition that's very dear to me that I will not ever part with, because it reminds me of my father's love above, but also of my dad's love. Now, speaking of my father, he was the head of the family, just like in all Greek families. But he was very smart also, because as you know probably, all things come from Greece. Every subject, every word, every invention came from Greece, and he could always tell me how it came from Greece. Now, at big, fat Greek family gatherings, the men all gather in one room. And they're all talking very loudly with their hands. But this is scary to some people. It was not to me. It was music to my ears. Euphonious words. Now the women are doing something different. They're in the kitchen, cooking, of course, but also gossiping. Yes, being busybodies. You see, it's an important job, because they have to know everything, because they're taking care of everyone in the family and in the community. The women are the necks of the Greek family. Remember, the men are the heads. Yes. But the women prevent the men. Now, I was supposed to marry a Greek. So when I brought home James, Patrick, Ryan, I advised him that he better not insult my family. And by tradition, you are never supposed to refuse drink or food. So the men gave him metaxa, and he's a Texan, so he drank it down, shot-like. He almost burned out his lungs. It's a liqueur, and you're supposed to sip it. My grandmother gave him 2 huge, and I mean huge, helpings of Greek food. and he ate every last morsel on that plate. So he was loved because he honored the Greek tradition. My kids loved their relatives in Greece. Who wouldn't? In the morning, the women get up early. They cook with feta cheese, olive oil, oregano, lamb, baklava. Can you imagine waking up to that? And being fed by hand almost all day long. And the men spend so much time with the children. And you know that you're loved, Ricardo, because you get your cheeks pinched. Now, when we were in Greece, my husband bought me a new cross. And if you can see, there's a little blue circle in the center. Now, from the pagan days in ancient Greece, they pulled this forward to be part of the Greek religion. And it is to ward off evil spirits. You see, if something good happens to you, you want to make sure those evil spirits aren't coming to make something bad happen to you. Now, my grandmother, my yaya, did this a little bit differently. If something good was happening to you, and she didn't want the evil spirits to come, she would spit 3 times on you.
Oh!
This may be... Again, this may be scary to others, but it was very loving to me. And it is wonderful because now I am a Greek grandmother. I am a yaya. And it is wonderful for me to be able to pass on all these wonderful Greek traditions. So I hope you'll remember all these wonderful Greek traditions and to remember that it's important for your family as well to have traditions. Thank you.